In Flowers for Algernon, the theme of the emotional burden of intelligence is very apparent. This is highlighted throughout the story with multiple series of events showing that as Charlie gets more and more intelligent, he becomes more and more depressed and lonely.
During Charlie's progress report on April 3rd, he states that Joe Carp and Frank Riley invite him to a bar for some drinks.
Nice hitting, buddy. Hey, Charlie, you hear it's liable to snow tonight?
No, I didn't hear that, yeah.
Well, that's what they say. Look, I tell
He states that his quote-unquote best friends gave him a lot of drinks. His friend stated, Charlie is a card when he's potted. Charlie doesn't understand what this means, but he ends up drinking so much that he ends up passing out with bruises and scratches on his face.
The next time they invited him out, he understood that he drank so many drinks to the point where he felt sick. So he decided to only drink Coke this time around. However, Joe Carp spiked his drink, most likely with alcohol, and then encouraged him to dance with Ellen, a girl at the party, most likely a coworker. During the dance, his coworkers would purposely trip him. When he got up, they made multiple comments, with a standout comment being, "I ain't laughed so much since we sent him off for the newspaper that night at Bugsy's and ditched him." This caused Charlie to run out of the party, stating that he felt ashamed of himself because of his newfound intelligence.
Another key moment in the story that proves that the theme takes place on May 24th and 25th is when Bert, who is in charge of the experimental animals, tells Charlie that Algernon is changing, where his motivation and want to eat have decreased. This is important because now Charlie, due to his intelligence, now knows that this is his fate. Because of this, Charlie begins to isolate himself and deprive himself of sleep to find the reason why Algernon's IQ is decreasing.
Lastly, on June 5th, we see that due to Charlie's intelligence, he forces himself to avoid showing emotion, which shows that his newfound intelligence has made him cold, depressed, and introverted.
Things as they are.
Furthermore, on June 10th, we see that his intelligence has made him aware and increasingly depressed on the fact of his recession occurring. Lastly, on June 21st, his fading intelligence burdens him with stress, stating, "Why can't I remember? I've got to fight."
We see that during Charlie's last progress reports, around July 25th through 28th, we see that although he has receded in intelligence, some of his former brilliance is carried over, including the burden that came with it. He even moves away from New York because he is embarrassed of the former brilliance that he used to have, as the city reminds him of it. He states, "I'm going someplace elsewhere where no one knows that Charlie Gordon used to be a genius and now he can't read a book or write good." His intelligence will always burden him.